Is there something that women as well are gaining from this, what I'd call disinformation and sort of this propaganda to kind of keep them subordinated? Is there something they're
Yeah,
gaining that I can't see?
I do. I think there is. And I think there's a feeling of comfort because that is the role women have always played throughout all time in every culture in the world, that there is comfort from quote unquote knowing one's place. And it did make sense in centuries past when men were off either chasing mastodons or they were at war, that the woman would, secure the home front and raise the children. Now, society has changed greatly. It's no longer necessary. And I think there is comfort for a lot of women, to take on that traditional role. That's certainly their choice. But I think when they see women who are politically ambitious and successful, maybe there's a deep-rooted jealousy. Maybe there's frustration that they didn't take that path, and it might not even rise to the conscious level, but it then takes a misogynistic form where they criticize these women. Now, there is also the issue of policy, where I imagine a lot of women just didn't like, Hillary's policies on immigration or taxation or whatever, and that's perfectly fine. My book does not get into policy. And one thing I wrestled with while writing it is the question of, how do I know when something is really misogyny, or it's just that the individual who happens to suffer from chronic no penis syndrome, is really not a good candidate, or the policies are bad. So what I came up with is, if you replace, imagine her as a man, would they say the same thing about him? And then that makes the misogyny question really clear. I came up with a list of statements that were from the recent 2 elections in the US. Imagine someone saying, he should be a lot more modest. He does not have the right body type for television. Men who are sweet, cheery, and non-confrontational will be more successful. Or my favorite one of all is, he got his high position in the bed of a powerful woman. I mean, none of these things make sense, right? When you reverse the gender. So that really was helpful to me in a great way.